All right, welcome back, Madridistas, on a very cold and windy day in Madrid. This is going to be a very short video ahead of the massive match against Girona tonight. I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why I think this is going to be a very, very difficult match. Let me give you my thoughts. Let's get started. All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about the big match against Girona this evening, which has me very, very concerned, and I'll tell you why. There are 3 issues that I think are going to be key that I need to address. Okay, first of all, the issue of goalkeeping. Okay, as you guys know, Thibaut Courtois has been injured all season. He basically tore his ACL and his meniscus at the beginning of the year in training. I have no idea how this could happen. I've never heard of such a thing, but the fact of the matter is that he's been out all season. We have no idea when he's coming back. I don't need to tell you guys about Courtois. I mean, I think he's the best goalkeeper in the world, bar none. You guys probably remember a couple of years ago, his performance in the Champions League was, I've never, one of the best performances from a goalkeeper I think I've ever seen. He's incredibly commanding, 6'7". He's just incredibly authoritative in the air, but has an exceptional ability to get low very, very quickly. He's just one of the best all-around goalkeepers I think I've ever seen. But he's out. In the meantime, Ancelotti has been playing with Kepa and Lunin. Now, initially, I sort of leaned a little bit more towards Lunin because Kepa was just awful. But, Lunin has been very disappointing in the last couple of matches as well. I think I now understand why Ancelotti alternates between the two, because I think they're equally poor. They're poor in exactly the same ways. So they're very good reflex goalkeepers. They can get low quickly, and they handle low balls fairly well. But neither of them has any authority whatsoever in the air. And you could see this in the Atletico match the other day. They never leave. They're under the sticks the entire time. It doesn't matter. Anytime, I can tell you the sensation we have in the stadium, anytime a ball is crossed into the box, we are just petrified, because neither of these goalkeepers knows how to attack the ball in the air. So this is incredibly concerning, and that's my number 1 concern. Number 2, Rudiger and Vini will probably be back. They're going to be tested this morning to see if they're ready to play. But I'm always a little bit, worried when a player comes back from injury, even if they miss just 1 or 2 games. Even Bellingham against Atletico, he had missed the prior match because of yellow cards, and he just felt a little bit slower to me. He just seemed less involved. I think ran a little bit less. I'm a little bit concerned about the condition that Rudiger and Vini will be in coming back today. So that's a source of concern. And then thirdly, let's be honest, Girona is a very good team. I mean, this is not a fluke. This reminds me a lot of Leicester City in the Premier League a few years ago. I mean, this is not a fluke. This is not a joke. This is a very, very good team, very, very well managed. They play incredibly well collectively. They press together very well. It's a very difficult thing to do because, especially the high press, every single player has to participate or it doesn't work. Well, they press incredibly well, and they are incredibly quick on the break. I mean, these players are very, very fast. And that worries me particularly because our central defense will probably be Rudiger and Tchouameni. Now, Tchouameni, that's not his natural position. He's a defensive midfielder, but he's going to have to play central defender. We need the height and the physicality, especially with the goalkeepers that we have now. But I'm a little bit worried on the counter that, Rudiger and Tchouameni coming back. I mean, Tchouameni's very strong, but he's not particularly fast. So Rudiger, coming back from an injury, and Tchouameni, who's not sort of particularly quick, I'm a little bit worried about Girona's counter. So this is going to be a very, very difficult game. This is the way things look right now on the table. We're 2 points ahead. If Girona wins tonight, they'll go top of the league. But like I say, this is going to be a very, very difficult match. Do not take this team for granted. So it's going to be very, very tense. But I'll leave you guys with that. I hope we win, and I'll give you my thoughts on the match tomorrow. A la Madrid.